Hello students, today we will be dealing with the dihybrid cross. In the Mendelian genetics we will be dealing with the dihybrid cross. Now in this dihybrid cross, as we are aware of the terminologies like homozygous, heterozygous, phenotype, genotype, we are all aware of these terminologies. Still we will do a recap of these terminologies, that in this dihybrid cross the two pairs of contrasting characters are studied at one time. So in this dihybrid cross I have taken a tall and round, means tall plant with round seeds is crossed with a dwarf pea plant having the wrinkled seeds. Means tall is one of the characteristic feature and the other is round one. So at a time we are dealing with two characteristic features which are contrasting to each other. Now see, this tall round is crossed with dwarf and wrinkled. Now tall and dwarf, these are contrasting characters. Round and wrinkled, these are contrasting characters. We are dealing this at a time. This is the phenotype. Phenotype means what? It is nothing but the external appearance of the plant. Means this plant is tall and having round shaped seeds. The other plant is a dwarf one having the wrinkled seeds. Now the genotype. Genotype of P1 means parents. These are the parents. Genotype means genetic makeup. So we will denote this tall round with capital T, capital T, capital R, capital R. Why we are taking it twice? Because it is a diploid plant. That's why. Here the same letters are taken but in a small letters. So small t, small r, small r. So capital T, capital R is crossed with small t, small r, small r. Now the first process is that the gametes. We know that while crossing or in any type of cross we find out the gametes. So gametes are written in a circular shape. So these are capital T and capital R. Here we can find out the law of segregation. Law of segregation काय सांगतो की while the formation of gametes, one character, one allele, one gamete, means one allele of one character, it goes into a single gamete. So here we have only capital T, capital R, and here it is small t, small r. Then the next step is what? Crossing. So when we are crossing these two plants, means we are crossing the gametes. I am getting the first hybrid, that is the F1 hybrid, or F1 generation means first filial generation. So it will be capital T, small t, capital R, small r. Now here we can see that it explains the law of dominance also. Means what? The characters like tall and round, they are expressed over here. So all the plants of F1 generation, they will be all tall and round, because in presence of a dominant allele, the recessive alleles, they do not express. The gamete contains these alleles but the expression is suppressed over there. म्हणजेच काय, जेव्हा डॉमिनंट अलील प्रेझेंट असतं तेव्हा रिसेसिव्ह अलील स्वतःला एक्सप्रेस करू शकत नाहीत. आपण हे बऱ्याच ठिकाणी बघतो असं की आई वडील सपोज काळ्या रंगाचे आहेत पण त्यांचं नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ही जरा फेअर जन्माला येते. ह्याच्यात सुद्धा काय आहे की त्या दोघांमध्ये कुठेतरी फेअरनेसचं एक अलील होतं आणि ते ह्या जनरेशनमध्ये एक्सप्रेस झालं. म्हणजेच काय की जेव्हा ते डॉमिनंट अलील नाही तेव्हा रिसेसिव्ह अलील स्वतःला एक्सप्रेस करेल. हेच आपण ह्याच्यात शिकणार आहे इन डायहायब्रिड क्रॉस. नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज दॅट सेल्फिंग. Selfing means what? The F1 hybrid, they are self crossed, means two plants of the F1 generation, they are crossed with each other. Again the same step. याच्यात जसं ह्या प्लांट नंतर त्याचे गमिट्स काढले, इथे पण आपण तेच करणार. Now in this case be careful. While the gametes are drawn, we know that law of segregation is applicable over there. Means what? एका कॅरेक्टरचं एक अलील एका गमिट मध्ये, means no two gamete. Now see, in these gametes you will not find the character or the allele of same type. Means see, this contains capital T, capital R, means this is tall round, this is tall wrinkled, this is dwarf round, and this is dwarf wrinkled. Same type of gametes will be formed over here also. Now next step is crossing. Crossing for, so see, this one was easy, so we have made it here only. Now here all these gametes, they will be crossing with this one. So for this purpose we will be doing a checkerboard method or Punnett square method. See, here one plant is considered as a male and the other is considered as a female. So male towards this side and female towards this side, all the gametes. Now make a cross of this one. See, I have written it in a pink colored chalk. All the gametes or the gametes of the males, they are here in the pink chalk, and here the female gametes, they are in the white chalk. When I have made it across, so this is capital T, capital R, capital R, capital R, capital T, capital T, capital R, capital R, capital T, capital T, capital R, small r. Now after drawing this one, you are getting 16 F2 generation or 16 individuals in the F2 generation. Now all these, they represent what? It is a cross of dihybrid. Means what? See, when capital T and capital R, if it is in single number also, that capital T, one capital T and one capital R, this is the minimum requirement. Means it is definitely a dominant. Means what? This is tall round, this will be tall round. This is number 1. Whenever you get capital T, one capital T and one capital R, it is definitely a tall round plant because it is dominant character. So count it: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Because each of this plant is having at least one capital T and one capital R with it. So all these are tall round. So make a note of it. It is tall round. So you are getting 9 out of 16. Now see this one. This is capital T, small r, means capital R is missing over there. So it is not a round plant. So it is tall but wrinkled. So you are getting tall wrinkled. Tall wrinkled. Count the numbers. Means capital T, one single capital T, but both R should be small. So number 1, this is 2, and one more is there, this one. So you are getting total 3 plants which are tall and wrinkled. Now see this one. This is small t, capital R, means this is dwarf, and capital R means round. So this is dwarf round plant, dwarf in height, and the seeds are round. Count the number: 1, 2 and 3. So you are getting total 3 plants which are dwarf round. And see this one, this is exactly similar to the parent plant. Small t, small r. So you are getting dwarf, wrinkled, just a single plant. So phenotypic ratio of this dihybrid cross is 9:3:3:1. See the total: 9 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1, that comes out to be 16. So the dihybrid cross, the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross comes out to be 9:3:3:1. Now that will be a homework for you, or that will be the activity for you to count the genotypic ratio. How will you count it? याला जर पाहिलं, प्रत्येक ठिकाणी जर हे असेल तर ठीक आहे, प्रत्येक ठिकाणी इथे 2 वेगवेगळे होत आहेत, म्हणजे जिनोटिपिकली दे आर डिफरंट. दीज 9 प्लांट्स आर जिनोटिपिकली डिफरंट. फिनोटिपिकली डेफिनेटली दे आर टॉल राउंड, but genotypically each one of them is different. So the genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross will be this will be 1:2:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1:2:1. You count this one, 1 + 2 3 + 2 5 + 4 9 10 10 + 2 12 13 and 3 16. So this is the genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross, which comes out to be 1:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1 and the genotypic ratio is 9:3. Phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. So that is the total or complete about the dihybrid cross. Thank you.